family. Yes, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a short live, I'm sure. So I think I'm going to just get into the message and let everybody else that comes to start. So this, I feel it's this live. If I do pull the cards in the end, it's going to be connected to the reading this afternoon on the ancestors' message. Ancestors want to be seen and heard through you. Now, if you don't know what this is, this is cocoa, right? This is natural cocoa. And I'm literally in the last few days of my retreat. So today I decided to come to my great grandfather's village. And I'm being inspired by our cocoa to do this reading or to give this download that's coming to me right now. And today, for the first time, I had the chance to see the cocoa being plucked, and I've been very excited. So this is how come I got my first cocoa. So I am literally in the bush. This is one reason why this is going to be a short live, because I want to be with this man while he's tearing the cocoa. I'm going to help to gather the cocoa from the floor, and I've just really been having fun, right? So what was coming to me heavily as I ate this was the fact that there is a lot that is being opened up to you right now that you never even knew you could feel, or that you could have, or that you could see in this lifetime, basically, right? So for whoever I'm speaking to, just like me, today coming here, even though it's a bit impromptu that I decided to come, it's been something that I've been feeling the nudge to do. Hi guys. It's been something that I've been feeling the nudge to do, because literally they've been pushing me to do it. Like, you need to go and basically see your granduncle, see your grandfathers. And this is like, this side I came to, it's not exactly my grandfather's side, but this is like my great grandfather's side, right? And what was coming through was, there is so much that is trying to come to you, or so much that you're being shown that you never even knew you needed, or never even knew you wanted, right? And just like I was saying with the cocoa, it's like as soon as I tasted it, I was like, oh my god, this tastes so good. I never even knew how it tasted. Like, I've never even known, I've never even seen the process, right? And I remember the last time I came here, there were some of the trees. I'm going to post the video I took of him plucking the cocoa afterwards. So the last time I came, there were lots of, trees that had cocoa, and then I was wondering why they weren't plucking it, right? And that is coming through right now. And I feel like what it's trying to say is like, it's because something has been waiting for you. Now, that last time when I came, I would have never had the chance to get this cocoa, or to get somebody around to pluck it for me, but that's because that was not the right time, right? And today when I came, I've just been sitting at the old house, like it's a mud house, what's left of my great grandfather's house, and I was just sitting there, like just enjoying the quiet, so this is like literally a cocoa farm, just enjoying the quiet. And then I heard the man come in, he was plucking the cocoa. So basically, I came out, right? And this is because the timing had to be aligned. It had to be in the right time. It had to be in an aligned time, right? If it was that time when I was actually interested in, oh, I would like to get one of the cocoa, it's like, oh, I would like to, see somebody plucking, some of the cocoa. I didn't get to see that because it wasn't the right time, right? For whatever reason, this is like a baby. This is like a baby. It's so cute. And I feel like it was because, again, for whatever the reason was, it had to be in divine alignment. Like, even the reason why I'm waiting here is because I'm waiting for my grand uncle. And then I had to wait here because he wasn't in yet. And as I was sitting there, it was just like, just a really like just quiet time. It wasn't really anything coming to me. I was actually doing something on the phone till I heard him plucking it. So, oh, there's a big batch here. I've left the other side where he's plucking, and I'm literally just like, you guys will be my witness if anything goes down here. So here on this side, there's like a little stream. I don't know if you guys see. So I don't know exactly where the river. I've never come this far into the farms before. So this is like, I don't really know where it starts, but I think it comes from that side. Yeah. So I'm going to pull like 3 cards. You guys see this bunch? But yeah. Some of them look green, he said, but they're actually like grown. And on this side, there were a lot of farmers that hadn't come to like pluck for a while. So some got spoiled, and you could see like a lot of like black shells on the floor. That's from that. All right, so I'm just seeing where I can find to just like pull some cards quickly, because I don't have my stand, so I won't be able to really like show you guys what the cards are. But let's see. I'm just going to hook my cocoa here, and it's actually so good. Like the fresh cocoa, it's so sweet. It's so good. Yeah, looks like a spirit is there peacefully. Most definitely, most definitely. You can feel it. It's like eyes watching me. Most definitely, like, and you know, even though I love snakes, I have a phobia for snakes. So me being here right now, it's like, I'm like, okay. So I'm going to use a pure magic oracle card. Again, I won't really be able to like show you guys, and I want to make this like a quick reading. Oh my goodness, look at this tiny one. It didn't really get to like mature. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. And please pardon the video, it won't be stable, but we're going to do it anyway. All right. However, it's not going to be how I usually shuffle the cards. So, okay. So the first card, oops. Okay, so the first card says Hecate's Path, Cycle of Life, Night Magic, Crossroads, and Letting Go. Hecate's Path. This is giving me the path of magic. The path of magic. The path of the divine. This is giving me goddess energy, the path of the goddess, but not necessarily meaning like it's just for divine masculine. This is also for it's for both divine masculine and divine feminine energies. So with the Hecate's part, this gives me the path of magic. It's like what's coming through is like the path of your magic, or the path that you need to go on in order to basically the path that you need to go on as the magician you are, or as a high priestess or goddess or god that you are, is going to require you to basically start a new cycle, right? It's like it's a whole cycle on its own. The path to your magic, or whatever path that you are on right now. And I feel like this is speaking to somebody that is on their spiritual path, but not specifically on their spiritual path like you're becoming a spiritual practitioner, like you're on your spiritual path as in like the establishment of your power, rising into your power and literally like stepping into that energy of being a high priestess or being a goddess, right? And I'm getting like tingling sensations like going up the back of my neck to the top of my head. So I feel like this is giving me the energy of a rise, right? Whoever I'm speaking to, I just had precipice. Oh my goodness, some of these words they come through and precipice, or yeah, but that might mean something to somebody. So it's basically saying it's like this rise, you're rising into your power, right? But with a crossroads and letting go, I feel like there's something that is in someone's energy that is blocking you from reaching your full magical potential. And I think I just saw a black crow go up above in the sky. The card just fell, right? And I feel like, yeah, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, there's a need to like literally allow yourself to release something that is like possibly like the last few blockages that you have before like you reach your highest potential. And this highest potential is not like highest potential as in like you reach that point and then there's nowhere else to go. It's like there's so much more that you can tap into, or there's so much more that you are rising into, like you're rising to very very high height. However, this needs to be released because it's become some kind of crossroad. So for whoever I'm speaking to, this could be something in your ancestry. So I feel like for some of you, this could be an energy of like something to do with your lineage or the bloodline or one side of the family, right? And you're needing to, I'm hearing forgiveness. You're needing to forgive something and let it go, like forgive and forget, right? Not necessarily forget, but it's like there's a need for you to release it and let it go so that you can rise into your power fully, because this power is also kind of like linked to whichever side of the family or whichever lineage this is that you might be like holding whatever grudge with. So the fact that I'm even saying grudge, hmm, for some, you might be holding something against your family. You might be holding something against like one side of the family or one side of the ancestry. But what you don't realize is the fact that some of your spiritual powers actually comes from this side of the family, right? So it's like there's a need for you to let it go and release it so that you can tap into that side of your power, because it's all together, it's all connected. It's like you're not one side only, right? And I feel like for whoever I'm speaking to also, it's like whether it's the mother side or the father side, both sides both have some kind of magic in it, right? But there's a need for you to be able to like embrace this by releasing and letting go and forgiving, because the height of your magic, the height of your power is going to be the combination of both. Okay, so I feel like you may have people in the father side that are spiritual, spiritually powerful, and people on the father side or mother side that are also spiritually powerful, right? But the combination of the two powers is what makes your power. So basically the combination of the two powers, as in you being the combination of those two bloodlines, is what makes you more powerful. You understand? All right, let's see what else. I am literally, please don't be upset with me, cards. I'm trying to give the soul family a view. Alright, so what else? What else, spirit? Okay, we have two cards. Man, I can't believe I'm reading cards out in the bush, but yeah, wherever spirit says we go, we go. So, exactly. Influence, willpower, control, and obstacles. So we have telekinesis and we have secret seeing as spiritual messages, assistance, and memories. I'm telling you guys, I am telling you, look, I need to stand up. I can feel the energy like literally rising up inside me. Look, influence, willpower, control, and obstacles. I feel like with this willpower, it's almost like there's a need for you to like decide on your own. Like, so for some of you, you even though there's a grudge, it could be a grudge that is like between the families, but you yourself, you don't buy into this grudge, or like maybe you yourself, you're like, you know what, what has happened has happened. I don't really want to hold on to it. But it could be like one side of the family is like, nah, we are not cool with this side. So it's like they're trying to have you be a part of the grudge, right? And I feel like with this willpower and the fact that it's a sword, right? But the sword with the flowers blooming around it, I feel like there's a need for you to take control, your willpower, your decision. And it's like as you make this decision, it's going to help something to bloom, it's going to help something to grow. And I feel like what is going to grow is this influence. This influence is your power, and what is going to be released is the obstacles. So it's like there's a need for you to make a decision. 55 and 14, that's 55 people and 14 likes. That translates to 555. And now it's 1444 as I say this. So 5 could be very significant, meaning drastic change, catalyst, right? And also 4 is giving me heavy ancestral energy right now. It's like there's a need for you to establish some kind of stability or security within your life that is going to come from you deciding to release something. And I feel like this thing is whatever this grudge is, or whatever this issue is that you may have had with family or one side of the family, right? So it might be a situation where it's like there's a need for you to like tell somebody point blank from your family, like, you know what, I don't want to hold this grudge anymore, and I don't want to hear about all the negative things that you have to say about it. So for some, it might be something like this, like a need for you to do something like this, to basically like speak your mind about how you feel about something, or the fact that you don't want to hold a certain grudge with a certain side of the family anymore, right? Now, depending on what your situation was, depending on whatever the situation was with you and this side of the family, will determine exactly what you need to do. So again, as always, take the message how it resonates. Don't make it stick if it's not yours, and always listen to your intuition, right? All right, let's look at secret sense. Secret senses. I'm never able to pronounce this word properly. Secret senses. It says spirit world, messages, assistance, and memories. I feel like there's something, this was coming through also the past week in the last readings. There's something about your memories that is needing to come back. So I feel like for some, it's going to be like you remembering something. But again, this is heavy ancestral energy where it's like this memory is like they're needing you to remember something. And for some of you also, this could be an ancestor bringing you their memory. Like an ancestor will bring you a recollection of something, right? And this could be a memory of something that happened that you need a truth to, or this could be a memory of a secret. So for some of you, you're going to have an ancestor share some kind of secret or some kind of revelation or truth with you through messages, right? I don't know if you guys, hold on, you guys can see this properly. Okay, so you see on the card, it's like, you can see like spirit bodies around this, you see? It's like spirit bodies. So I feel like there's something that is coming to you. There's some kind of message. And again, with the assistance, this is because whoever this ancestor is, they're trying to assist you into finding the truth or into releasing the past so that you can embrace this new energy, or you can embrace the fullness of your power. So I feel like there's an ancestor around you, and I'm getting like chills. I 100%, I know like there's stuff around here right now. Like I can feel it so heavily. I can feel it so heavily. I can feel it so heavily. Like they are, my people are around here. It's like, so for some of you, there could be an ancestor around you that is trying to bring you to a certain truth, or is trying to lead you through the crossroads, or like, you know, like show you where to go, guide you and direct you on like which path to take or which road to take. And I feel like this ancestor is going to be bringing in some kind of message, or some through like a dream or some kind of revelation, right? To help you understand something, or to help you see some kind of truth. So for some of you, this could be truth surrounding something that you've been told all your life, or something that you've been told is the reason why this grudge or whatever this is might be going on. Okay? All right. A minute. Let's just go back to this quickly. Yeah. Hmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so sweet. It's not like sweet, like sugary sweet. It's just like, I don't know, but it's a bit like tingy, like, I don't know, but just really, yeah, yeah. Mm. So let's see what else. Mm. The rotation keeps changing and moving. Okay, I think it's this one trying to come out. Thank you, ancestors. Yes, Queen Bleakers. It's Coco. It's Coco. Today's live. Today we're coming to you live at the Coco Farm. Yeah. Okay. Hello. And that's the kind sir that's been feeding me cocoa. I'm going to go and help him pack it up soon. Okay, so hmm, we have pyrokinesis, debate, rage, revolution, and attention. Debate, rage, revolution, and attention. So I feel like for some, there might be something that's coming, right? And I remember in one of the readings, it said something about the fact that um, you are being put in a certain position and you're being given a certain word and a certain power that is going to literally like bring about your revolutionary spirit. And I feel like this is basically you challenging the status quo, is what that reading was saying. But I think in relation to this one particularly, it's speaking about how it's like, again, like I was saying in the beginning, it's like there might be a need for you to use your willpower in the sense that you basically, oh my goodness, the big, the butterfly is big. So for some, I feel like there might be a need for you to exercise your willpower, right? I feel like this willpower, you exercising your willpower is going to bring about some kind of rage, because it's going to be some kind of revolution. It's going to be like a revolution in the eyes of some people. To some people, it's going to be like you're challenging them. It's going to be like you are trying to like, basically be the boss, or you're trying to not listen to them, or you're trying to be stubborn. And I feel like this is like a very, like, again, with the revolution, this is something that is needing to happen. It's going to happen because it could be because of this power that you're rising into. Because I feel like for some, it's going to be how you establish your power. It's going to be how you tell some people or someone that they don't have the power to decide what you choose to believe anymore. And I feel like for some of you, you may have had like a mother figure or a father figure in your life that was always choosing what you should believe. It's like they'll be the ones to tell you, believe this, believe that. That is not true. That is this, right? Like, for instance, with my side, like part of one side of my family told me a lot of things about one side of the family that wasn't true. There were some truths, yes, but it wasn't all true. But that's also because for them, they thought that was their way of protecting me. That was how they were going to protect me. So I had to come to the point of basically like raising this revolution through my willpower by saying, you know what? I know there's been stuff that has gone on, but I am choosing to make amends. I am choosing to release it. I am choosing to forgive, right? And I feel like something that was like basically like blocking me from my full potential spiritually, right? Okay. Okay, so 25 minutes. After 20 minutes, I've survived longer than I thought I would. Okay, so let's see what else. What is your location? My location is Ghana, somewhere in eastern region, or Ashanti region right now, in the mountains. Pardon me, I won't be saying the exact location by name, but yeah, where I'm standing right now is my great grandfather's cocoa village. This was an impromptu trip, and I ended up in the cocoa farms. So, okay, what else? What else? Mirror magic, lunar light, past life, spectrum, and self care. I feel like there's something else behind this that we need to see. Oh yeah, wildness, enigma, service, and choices. Okay, so this makes sense. So when you look at the Jinn card, right, you can see there's like this face here, right? Okay, this person is wearing some kind of a mask, right? And and it's like behind the mask you can see the person's face, but it's like even with the mask, it's like two different energies, right? So this is explaining this mirror magic. For some of you, it's like it's almost like it's almost like this other energy is like mirroring you, or like you're mirroring this other energy, but it's like you're needing to fully step into it, right? So you might be looking at this energy like you're feeling it, but it's feeling like somebody else, like it's feeling like an external energy, right? Even though you might be seeing that it's you, right? Kind of like when you have a dream where you are watching yourself in the dream, right? You're seeing yourself like act or do whatever in the dream. This is giving me that kind of energy, right? So with the wildness and enigma, service and choices, I feel like for somebody, you are being called to allow that side to come to the forefront, to allow that side to come to the forefront. With the mirror magic, it also speaks of self-care. So I feel like with this self-care, it's like there's something about like this is giving me like spiritual self-care, right? It's like taking care of your spirit, not necessarily taking care of like your physical or like your body and the physical. This is giving me the energy of taking care of your spirit. And I feel like your spirit is craving to become one with this like spiritually wild side of you, like this enigmatic side of you. Your spirit is craving to become one with this energy. I keep feeling a rush coming through, like people walking around me. So I feel like this is like your spirit trying to become one with this side, and it's like this is giving me the energy of like it's needing you to understand that you are one in the same. You are one in the same. You and this like spiritually wild side that you have, you're one in the same. So it's like there's a need for you to like embrace that side, right? Again, with the jinn, there's a need to embrace that side. And with the service, I feel like for some of you, this is going to lead you into service, right? We have 19, that's 10. 1 and 9, the beginning, end, finalization, not necessarily the end, but this is leading to a new beginning. So for some of you, it's like, oh, I'm getting precipice coming through again, and now I'm getting the sentence with it. So you are the precipice. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody please spell that for me. You are at the precipice of a whole new cycle. And you know, the beginning of the message started with cycle. You are at the precipice of a whole new cycle, right? And this cycle is requiring you to step into your highest form, to step into your highest power, right? So I feel like with this stepping into your highest power, it's like this new cycle is saying that where we're going, I need you to be in your highest power. So it's like I'm hearing baggage. It's like no baggages. Like there's a need to release all the baggages. Like we're moving forward full force in this with power, with strength, with knowing, you know. And I feel like this is you being called to that energy of like again stepping into your power. And it's like this whatever, whether I don't know if I should call it ancestral grudge or whatever grudge it is, or whatever this thing, one grudge you have on like one side of the family or one side of the bloodline or whatever it is that is keeping you away from connecting with one side of the bloodline or one side of the family. There's a need for you to release it so that you can unblock that part and fully step into that energy, because the part of your power, basically the height of your spiritual gift, right, also has to do with this energy. It's like you're not one side alone, right? So for some of you, you may have been like, it's like I'm getting like the energy of like embracing just one side of you, right? It's like you're just embracing one side of you, like either like just like embracing one side of the family or just embracing one side of you that you feel is the energy that you should be working on in fully. And it's like the ancestors are saying no, we need you to embrace all you are fully, like to embrace both sides, right? And for some of you, I'm getting this sense of fear, like somebody, you may have heard like dark stories about some of the powerful people in your family, like one side of the family that the one side of the family that you're not very connected to, right? 2222, that's 22 people and then 22 likes. So the 2222, this is giving me 8, right? That's abundance energy. So for some of you, it could be your abundance is being blocked, or you have abundance that has been blocked from the other side that you're not connected to or do not want to release or let go. Because again, like I was saying, there's both sides are powerful, but it's like the two coming together is like a powerhouse, and you are that powerhouse. You are that powerhouse, right? Because it's like you are the mix. You are the produce of those two powers coming together, right? So in some sense you could say like you are the golden child, you know? So again, it's like there's a need for you to not fear that other side, because maybe again, like I was saying, they may have done certain things that were bad, or like certain things you found out that makes you feel like, nah, I don't want to be connected to these guys, like these guys are monsters, I don't want to be connected to them. But the divine is saying, or actually the ancestors are saying, there's a need for you to embrace the power and not fear what comes with it, because you are different. You are different. You are not just the black and you are not just the white. You are the gray areas, right? So you have more understanding, you have more discernment, You have a much more powerful intuition. You are more connected with nature and the universe. You are more compassionate. You are more thoughtful. You are more mindful, right? You are more in tune with nature. You are an empath, right? You are more compassionate. So I feel like for whoever you are, there's no need for you to fear embracing this power because of what you think it brought, or because of what you think the people that used to have this power did with it, right? That's them. That's them. You understand? That's them. But it's like you are different. And you need to trust yourself with this power. You need to trust and believe that you can wield this power, or that you can hold this power, that you will do good by this power. I swear, I feel like somebody's watching you guys. I feel like now I'm just, as I'm speaking about this particular part, I feel like I'm panicking a bit. I'm just, anyway, so yeah. Uh, okay. I'll take a few more cards and then, okay. So we don't have a shuffling spot today. So, like I was saying, we're going to do this just how we're able to. Okay. I'm telling you guys, look at that. We have levitation, higher ground, belief, mastery, meditation. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Whoever you are, is like there's a need for you to embrace this power fully, to embrace this energy fully, not fearing, like the fact that some of the people that used to hold this power did certain things with it, because you were different, right? And it's time for you to rise into this higher ground. You see the mandala and the tree, the flower of life behind her. This is giving me a heavy universal energy, but very much like attunement. You're very in tune with the universe and with nature. You are very, very in tune. And I'm getting like heavy. So for whoever you are, some of you, this communication or revelation guidance that is going to be coming to you, for you to help you remember certain things, or this memory, is going to be coming from somebody that was a witch in the family. So this is giving me witch energy. I don't know. My mind is really on the red hair. So for whoever you are, you do have some powers of whoever this particular witch is. I'm hearing it runs in the blood. It runs in the family. This red hair is giving me the energy of blood also. So higher ground, believe in yourself. You are reaching mastery, right? And for some of you, you might need to get in some kind of meditation and ask this energy to come through and speak to you if you are ready to do that, right? Um, Ancestors, most definitely, the ancestors are definitely here. I feel like, Angela, precipice. Okay, I am the golden child. Holy Spirit, empower me to embrace both the streets, the nuts, connect with Westbrook, Solomon. Oh yeah, may the Most High help us to like connect with the both sides. This is reminding me of the. This is reminding me of the interview that, what's his name again? I don't know. I call him Jerka Gates' husband. His name is Kevin Gates, but I call him Jerka Gates' husband because I think it's because I admire Jerka. So yeah, there was an interview that he did around, that I posted around the Scorpio full moon also, and he was saying in the interview that he is both spiritual, and he's also like, like kind of like on a different thing also. And how he was saying it was like he is bougie and he's ghetto at the same time. So it's like he's not one side, right? So he can act bougie, he can be bougie, and he can be ghetto. And he was saying like bougetto, which is like combination of like bougie and ghetto, right? So I feel like for some of you, this could be that kind of energy where it's like one side you would say like, let's use bougie and ghetto for lack of a better, you know examples, right? So one side, you would say one side is bougie, and then you'd say the other side is ghetto, right? But you are both. right? So you may be trying to like stay on one side where you're like, oh, that side of the family is too ghetto, or like that energy, the way they are is too ghetto. So I want to be on the bougie side, or I prefer because maybe you were raised by the bougie side. And for some of you, in a way where it's like maybe you were raised by the ghetto side, and then you're like, oh, that side, they're too pompous, they're too bougie, they're too stuck up. So I prefer to like, be with the ones I feel comfortable with, which is so again, this is just for lack of a better example. So this could be the case for somebody. Mm. Anytime I eat it, I have to put the seed down because it's the seeds that they dry up to make the chocolate and cocoa butter and all of that. So first of all, this in a they put it in the leaves. I was just told today, it's like they said they put it in the leaves for like a few days, like 4 days, and leave it in the farm, right? So they just like roll it up and leave it in the farm, and then after 4 days, they bring it to the house and then they spread it out. They have the wooden thing that they use. I would take a picture of some when I go out, and then they spread it out and let it dry. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. These days, I'm enjoying just like going live anytime, anywhere, as long as I feel like it. So command and song, incantation, containment. I feel like there's something else behind this. What else do we need to know about this card, spirits? Oops. Wow. You guys see this card fly. Hmm. Hallowed heart. It says veneration, sensuality, gentleness, but I'm picking up the veneration. So command, song, incantation, containment. This is giving me some kind of spiritual power. For some of you, you're from a bloodline or from a lineage where there's something with songs. You may be from like, I'm getting chills all over my body. Like maybe there was something about your songs. Maybe there was some kind of like spiritual songs that like your grandmother or your grandfather used to sing. Or like there's some kind of spiritual songs, but there's something about songs, right? And I feel like with the veneration, gentleness, nakedness. There's something about like being in your purest form. The nakedness is not giving me nakedness physically, it's giving me nakedness as in like vulnerability, right? But I'm hearing also connection. And with the veneration, so I feel like for some of you, there's something about music and sound, like, but specifically like ancestral music. So for some of you, you might need to do some kind of like incantation or like just like be singing ancestral music. Like I feel like this is going to heighten the connection or connect you more with the spiritual power. And I feel like this is something that you also have as a spiritual gift, right? There's something that you have as a spiritual gift, right? You could write ancestral songs, or you could have like this, like, I don't know, connection with like ancestral music where it's like you feel like you just know which I don't know, you just know them. I don't know, but there's something about like with the incantations, so ancestral music, ancestral songs. And I feel like this is going to be some kind of veneration also for the ancestors, right? This is going to be some kind of veneration. So for somebody, your ancestors are needing you to sing. They want you to sing. But not like sing like go to the studio and record a song, but like sing like I'm hearing humming also, like humming, right? So for some of you, there's a need for you to do something with singing, but specifically ancestral music. And then if you can channel this into veneration, and I'm seeing like ancestors gathering around somebody. Hold on, there was one of the cards, right, where there was the ancestors energy. Yeah, I'm seeing this happen. Yeah, this is the card. I'm seeing this happen. I'm seeing this happen. Spirit world, messages, assistance, memories. I'm seeing this happen. It's like for somebody, when you do this, it's going to be some kind of veneration. It's going to be some kind of veneration for the ancestors, and they're going to come around you. So I'm seeing like literally somebody like singing and humming, and then they're like spirits surrounding you. It's like their spirits, they just like, it's like they're popping up one after the other. For some of you, this is going to happen, right? Okay, I'm going to put one last card and then end the live because I think right now I'm alone here. Like, there's nobody here. The man that is cutting the cocoa, I think he packed them to the village. So I'm going to try and follow up soon. Okay. And dancing, transform energy and dancing. Yes, free, yes, and dancing. And dancing. Oh my god. Dancing that to me. Like dancing, especially when the music has drums. Oh, has some like Afro drums, some Afro beats. That's me. I love to dance. Not because I'm the best dancer, but because it's like it allows me to connect with my body. It allows me to stay in the present, and it allows me to. It's one of my releases. Like one of my coping mechanisms, as a matter of fact, music and dance. Thank you for most welcome, Angela. This is very unexpected. I keep saying the lives are always unusual, but yeah, I'm grateful to be able to do this. I'm seeing something like flashing lights. So for some of you, this is I'm getting something like an ancestor trying to get your attention, and I think one of the cards, the card, yeah, yes, it says that it says that. So for some of you, there's somebody trying to get your attention with the messages and the secrets. This is going to be that assistance for some of you. So there might be something about flashing light. For some of you, you might need to like watch out for flashing light or like flickering lights. I don't know. That might be significant to somebody. I'm also hearing like reflection. There's something about light reflections. You might look into a light reflection and see something else, or you might look into like some kind of reflection, like maybe like a reflection of light in the water, and you will see something else in it. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. All right, let's see what else. Wow, ocean's muse, water's wisdom, intuition. I just mentioned water right now. I just mentioned water right now, and light. And there's water's wisdom and hermit's light. Water's wisdom and hermit's light. So for some of you, this is because your ancestors are from the water or they're connected to the water. I'm speaking to some water children. Somebody is a water child here. Somebody is a water child, right? And it's like there's going to be messages coming to you through water. For some of you, you're going to be receiving messages through water, and I'm hearing primordial mothers. For some of you, you are connected to the primordial waters, like very very. So for some of you, the ancestry that is coming through is very very ancient. It's not even like immediate, right? Very very ancient, I feel. And with the water, yeah, some of you, you're going to be receiving some kind of message from water, some kind of message. Yeah, for some of you, you might even go to like the ocean or the beach, and then you're just going to receive some kind of download, but it's something to do with water. If you are a water child, or if you believe yourself to be a water child, one thing you can do to connect with water is pray in the shower, right? This is something I've done for like 3 years. 3 years. And it's really, I feel like it's healed me and transformed my life in so many ways that even I, don't even know or can't even imagine, right? So yeah, for some of you are going to be receiving messages through water because some of these ancestors are actually like primordial waters, and you are a water child. You are a water spirit. You're a water child for some of you. And I'm hearing mountains. For some of you, you come from the mountains also. I won't be able to show you guys from here, but this is like a very mountainous area. It's like there's like a whole mountain on the other side. Like we are surrounded by mountains, like very huge mountains. Yeah. Mm, yes, I love reggae music. Yeah, me too. But I think I love when it comes to Caribbean music. Okay, not Caribbean music, like reggae. I love roots reggae. 4444 on the timer. I love roots reggae and lovers rock. Oh my god, lovers rock. I can sit with lovers rock for hours and hours and hours. If I had to choose between lovers rock and Afrobeat, that would be very difficult. That would be very difficult. Like if I had to choose between R&B and Afrobeat, I would choose Afrobeat. If I had to choose between dancehall and Afrobeat, I would choose Afrobeat. But if I had to choose between Lovers Rock and Afrobeat, whew, that would be difficult. Mm. All right. I just finished singing Monica, I Will Cross the Ocean. Oh, wow. Yeah, that song definitely resonates with this. On YouTube is someone from Ghana calling himself Good of the Waves or God of the Waves. I don't know who that is. Hello, Shankina. Shankina Sena. Hello, Sena. Okay. I keep saying one last card, so I close the reading, but I'm just still going. I enjoy being live, actually. Okay. Baraka. It says power, strength, force, and expansion. I'm telling you guys, power, strength, force, and expansion. You're being taken. You are going through an expansion, or you are needing to go through an expansion, right? And there's a lot of power that is coming to you. A lot of power that is coming to you or needing to come to you through this expansion. It's like this expansion is like the expansion of your spiritual gift, the expansion of your spiritual power. You understand? This is like a spiritual expansion. Yeah. Mm. So, like, let's take the card under this. The vein everlasting, spellbound, soul alignment, release, and protection. Can I get one more card to highlight this? To clarify this. Okay. So, the vein everlasting. Oh, hold on, guys. The vein everlasting is clarified by astral travels, possible impossibility, freedom, traveler, inner dreams. I feel like this is speaking of like spirit, well, astral traveling, so yeah, but I feel like this is speaking of not exactly like astral traveling on your own. I feel like this is being done with you, or like you're being taken through this, right? I remember one of the readings from last week which said like you're being taken through sacred doors, and it's like with every sacred door you are giving a guide who takes you through that sacred door. And for some it's like we're being given new guides, also like new spiritual guides, right, to cater to the level of expansion that we're getting into, or to cater to like the things that we're going to need to learn and pick up on this new journey or in the phase of this expansion, right? uh, Sorry, in the phase of this expansion, right? And I feel like the soul alignment, possible impossibility, freedom, travel. I feel like you are becoming. It's like you know the reading from this afternoon is going to make a lot of sense. The title of the reading says your ancestors want to be seen and heard through you, right? I feel like this is speaking of that, right? Where it's like they're making you some kind of like they're making you some kind of like liberator, right? Where it's like how you're liberating them is by being who you need to be, right? It's like by becoming who you need to become. This speaks of soul alignment, release, protection. By becoming who you need to become, you fulfill the dreams, right, of your ancestors, right? So I feel like this energy that's coming through, this group of ancestors that is coming through, they're really coming through because it's like they just want to help you expand. And it's like they see the things that are blocking you and they want to help you to release this because they know that you rising in your power is going to be to the benefit of the ancestry, right? It's going to help you to liberate more of them. It's going to help you to erase old patterns and start new cycles. You understand? So I feel like, yeah. Okay, guys. Mm, thank you, Spirit. This live video is going to be all over the place. So I feel like this is where I'm going to leave this reading. Let me pack up my cards and get out of this bush. This is where I'm going to leave the pulling of the cards. And what I'm going to add on is that, again, with the fear part, right? There's a need for you to understand also that in some ways you are the boss. Okay, like in some ways you are the boss. In some ways, oh, moonlight. I don't want to get off the energy, but I think I need to maybe tell some people that are new on the channel also, when a message doesn't resonate with you, please don't come and spew that energy in of how, oh, this, why didn't this. And when you, if you're feeling upset with God, you're feeling upset with ancestors, this is not the channel to come and release that. On this channel, I don't tolerate people trying to victimize themselves. I don't tolerate people trying to blame God, trying to blame ancestors, trying to blame people, trying to do this. And I'm upset they did this. Please don't do that. So I'm not telling your fathers and sisters anything. As a matter of fact, how do I even delete this message? Yeah, so it's time to head back to where the cocoa squad is. I have to take the seeds that I am eating back. Oh, come out of my thing. Okay, just going to take a few before we go. I'm so surprised my phone hasn't fallen by now. Okay. Hmm. I don't remember how I came. Let's go this way. Okay. So I feel like for whoever this message is for, there's a need for you to not like go back to something, but there's a need for you to find out more truth. And I feel like this is something that you're being called to do on your own. It's not something that you're being called to like ask people, or like maybe call some people to ask up and stuff like that to get some information. This I feel like is something that you're being called to do by yourself, whether in meditation or when you call out these energies or like these ancestors that are coming through. I've lost my way, but no, I haven't. To call on these ancestors to help you with whatever guidance and whatever messages that you need to receive in order for you to like get to this remembrance that is needed, right? So as always, listen with discernment, and thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me on this live, this impromptu live, where I'm up to some kind of skirmish, and I think this was fun. As soon as I saw it, it's like I was like, oh my god, I need to show the soul tribe, like. But yeah, so I am going back. I'm not sure exactly where I came from, but I think I came from that side. I think I went all the way down there, and then so yeah, that's like part of what's left of the village. This particular side of the village is quite old. This is where the much of like the older people were before they kind of like moved to the other side, which is much closer to the town now. So like my great grandfather and great before that. Okay. All right, guys. This is going to be the end of our life today. And as always, take what resonates. Thank you so much for your support. And if this message resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. to help us reach even more of our soul tribe. And I hope that one day I can share some fresh, sweet, juicy cocoa beans with you guys. I love you guys. I would love to put blue hearts in the chat. But yeah. You guys already know how I in this life go. I don't really know how I'm going to put the blue hearts in the chat. But yeah, I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you in the next live.